Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. If you looking for me, you know where to find me. I leave you dusted, I leave you behind me. I flip the switch from 0 to 90. If you do too much, I'ma do the almighty. You know I got it, you know I'm a legend. You know I'm the one, I do not come in second. Please do not tip me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. You call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title was...
It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the AFC East. It's the Patriots and the Dolphins. Coming up next.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Takes it at the 7. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded right around the 8. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. So problems there on the return, very costly, not what you need when you've just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field and getting that score back.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff for Lindsey. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Lindsey now off the read option. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. This is Sony Michel. He grew up a few miles north of here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The numbers a week ago for Michel: 16 carries, 66 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Another carry for Michel on 2nd down. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question, because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. Now a stoppage here, as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do?
Oh, now Lindsey lost the football, and the Patriots have it. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had to run.
Well, the ball is out. Michel lost it, and the Dolphins have got it.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there for the Dolphins. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They'll hand it off. It's Love. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard, 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
You think about the strong safety position. They're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
Check. Fresno.
On 2nd and 9, Tua. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this one is incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
The kick by Sanders is good. And that will bump up the lead again to 12-0.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Now Jones. It's a loss of 11 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return, and that will come the offense as they take over.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at the 41-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dancing to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That one brought back a few nightmares, because when the quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there, having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. He's got Fuller. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. The Dolphins on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. Lindsey, 1st down and more than that. And finally brought down at the 38.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. There goes a deep ball. End zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big play there for the Dolphins.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Bryce Love, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was all capped by Bryce Love's touchdown run. Now after after the touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Sanders. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
They'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line.
Come on, now.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Lindsey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it.
And he's got room. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
But such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots get a score closer. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
On 2nd down, right back to Lindsey.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And this not an easy situation. You're down early in the elements. You're on the road.
How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
He will find his tight end Smith for a Patriot touchdown.
Jonnu Smith, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And this is back to a 5-point game. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Miami's offense set and ready to go.
And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Real green. 53 is the mark.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And 2 of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for New England. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Throwing Jones.
He will find his tight end Smith for a Patriot touchdown.
Jonnu Smith with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 2. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
He's checking crack.
On second and 10.
Tua hit, and the ball is out.
And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. A try here for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Switch. Green jack. Mike 38, Mike 38.
Tua now on first down.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Check 50. Kill him. Go. Mike 38. Mike 38. On the ball.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Tua.
He's going to let one go deep for Parker.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And
now Jones is hit. He lost the football. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down.
Off play action. Jones. It's caught. Smith. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Come on now. Let's go.
The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the gun, Jones. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense heading back out.
And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates. But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Play action, now it's Tua. Out to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Let's go. Pick it up.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On play action, here's Tua. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Matt Judon gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
A 49-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, Aguilar, what a catch. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play there for New England. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And his kick is indeed good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Mike 38! Mike 38! Mike 38!
Back to the air on 2nd down. Tagovailoa throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fuller. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it. It helped pop that ball free.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
We want it. Come to my world. Let's go, let's go. Hey, Green. Number 53, Mike 53. Here we go, here we go.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Fuller. And out across midfield down to the 45. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Tua, fast pass outside complete. Touchdown Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Tua going to try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So they do get it. And the 2 points. Now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. And that almost makes it a brand new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Back now in Miami, and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw pulled in by Aguilar.
30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Nelson Aguilar, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Patriots might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Miami set to take over.
And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And
now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here.
Mike 38.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Parker. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Tua now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Jones. And right side, Henry's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Complete to Kendrick Bourne. A gain of 14. 1st down, New England.
Jones on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A give. This is Michelle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Dolphins have got it.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
Check 53, Mike. Let's go, D.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, it's Tua.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
Hey, we
Tua sets up to pass it. And he's got it. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Jones now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as he watched the replay. So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down now, it's Harris, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, Michel. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will bump the lead up to 11. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find two scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. So Tua and the Dolphins down by 11, 23 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator,